The Butterfly Pavilion is unique in that it attracts children of all ages. When I was a kid, I remember going out to a creek, turning over rocks, wading in the creeks. How many children get an opportunity to do that? We have an obligation, and the Butterfly Pavilion commits itself to fulfilling a role in creating an experiential opportunity.
They're exposed to so many experiences that there's always something new to discover.
Not use any pesticides in our garden. The birds are very busy. They're getting ready for the fall too. So growing things like raspberries in your garden, it's good for people. It's good.
Well, we have a lot of general public that just comes to do self-guided visits, and so that's one of our main programs, I guess you could say. Just somebody that's walking in off the street, going through the exhibits and exploring everything.
No, they're not dangerous, obviously. Very friendly animals.
That's a pretty spider, Ella. Yeah.
We also have a lot of school groups that come through, and they're going to be doing a classroom presentation as well as the self-guided visit. We also can go to schools and do presentations at their site.
Lizard, you are going to be eating the spider, so you guys can link arms. And even lizards are going to be food for somebody else. Look at what is happening. Everybody take one step forward for me, okay?
A food chain.
So, who said that? This is absolutely a food chain, because look what happens here. We've got dead stuff, which is part of the habitat.
This is real science at the Butterfly Pavilion. When the kids come, they're exposed to classification, to the real live invertebrates, and they're seeing and they're doing at the same time. So we're not necessarily telling them what they have to know, they're discovering it on their own. They're able to touch and feel and discover that insects have 6 legs, not just look at a diagram in a book.
Don't let him out.
I was 12 when I started volunteering. Every year they have a teen volunteer program where the teens will come in, about 14 or so are selected, and they will volunteer for the summer.
I feel very lucky to get the opportunity to volunteer here at the Butterfly Pavilion. I feel like not only do I get a social benefit from getting to know a lot of the staff here, getting a chance to interact with the visitors, but I feel like I am learning and growing every day I come here myself.
I think the greatest kept secret about the Butterfly Pavilion is the impact of our global efforts through butterfly farming. We bring in butterflies to fly in our rainforest. We spend or invest $100,000 annually in rainforest preservation.
And what we're going to do is spend about 10 or 15 minutes talking a little bit about our butterflies, where they've come from, and at the very end we're going to be releasing some of our butterflies for their very first time in the conservatory today. So this is an atlas moth, and this one is probably a female because her antennas are pretty small and she's got a nice big fat body, but take a look at how big her wings are. She is huge. What we're going to do now is we're going to see if any of these guys are ready to fly. Here we go. Nice move.
Something that's very stimulating, not only hands-on, but also being able to just learn the facts of, the various lives of the different bugs, as far as, how long does a butterfly live, the stages that they go through.
Better than having them sit there watching TV all day.
Absolutely.
This one's moving over here too, Melissa. There's 2 of them.
The story of our butterflies is that they start off as an egg at a butterfly farm somewhere in the tropics. That egg hatches into a caterpillar, and it eats all of the local plants there at the butterfly farm. Once it creates a chrysalis, the butterfly farmers send the chrysalids to us in a package. We unpack them, hang them in our chrysalis chamber, and when they emerge, they come out as butterflies in our conservatory.
I think the most important part of supporting the Butterfly Pavilion is the impact you make on the community in which you live. The Butterfly Pavilion is a regional attraction, but beyond that, it's a resource center to promote the importance of habitat conservation and the importance of habitat conservation in your everyday life.
As a nonprofit, we always are asking for donors to really help us to grow our programming. We can use individual support very effectively to make sure that we're fulfilling our mission, and that's something that we're always looking for.
The more people I think we reach, the better off we're going to be 10, 20, 30 years from now.
Butterflies are just the beginning.